Hello and welcome back to the Triumvirate. My name is Jay and this is the first episode of my new series where I will be building my Adeptus Mechanicus army. So today we are going to be taking the first little look at my Adeptus Mechanicus army. So this is something I've been working on for a while, sort of in the background. I've bought some units and I've sort of started painting one or two things. This army originally started off as our good friend Adlar's army. He bought a few different units when they first came out back in, I think, 2015, I think, Adeptus Mechanicus came out. I myself, I wanted to start them, but I felt a bit put off because Adlar bought them for himself, so we didn't want two duplicates of the same army. I did buy a Tech Priest Dominus for myself. At some point I also had Grey Knights, a few Grey Knight models, and you may have seen that Adlar has his own Grey Knights army, so we decided to do a swap. I swapped my Grey Knights for his Adeptus Mechanicus, and so he now had a full Grey Knights army, and I had a few Adeptus Mechanicus units. Now, I think the Adeptus Mechanicus has got to be, if not my second, my most favourite faction in 40k. I absolutely love the lore behind them. They're just insane. They're so weird compared to everything else in the Imperium. They're just fantastic, and I just love the way they look and how they operate within the Imperium. But they're also sort of their own sort of faction, really. And the Imperium only puts up with them and their praise for the Machine God because they fix all their stuff and they make everything for them. So you may have seen a hint of my Adeptus Mechanicus in one of the earlier battle reports this year, where the Imperium fought against the Necrons, where I had a small detachment of Styges Skitarii along with a Tech Priest. One of the things I wanted to do is stay away from the Mars colours, which everyone seems to use. I've looked in quite a few different battle reports and other YouTube channels. I've seen a lot of people use the red of Mars as their Mechanicus, so I wanted to try and stay away from that. As you can see, this Tech Priest here, he is in red. He is part of my Imperial Guard Astra Militarum army, Mycadians, so I wanted to make him just the default red. I like the classic red colours, reminds you of Dawn of War, Winter Assault. I've also got these Styges Skitarii. These are from the Kill Team box set. I also have a spare Tech Priest I bought a while ago, so I've decided to paint him up in the Styges colours. But I was looking at these and they didn't really stand out to me, but there is one that stood out more than all the other colours, and that is Metallica. Now, Metallica is this white colour, as you can see, and it's quite different from all the others. All the others are quite dark. They've all got a lot of red or black in them. The only other one that really stands out is Riser, which is an orange rust sort of colour. But yeah, I haven't seen anyone really use Metallica, so I thought I'd set it for myself as a challenge. Obviously white is known to be a nightmare to paint, but I thought I would try my hand at it. And this is the model I've painted as my test, as my first one, and I think he turned out quite good. I was quite pleased how he turned out. So he is now the template, the standard template construct, as you could say, for the rest of my army. In terms of the rest of my units, I've got another Tech Priest, which is just your bog standard Tech Priest Dominus. Now this is Osmahadus Fal. He is one of the characters mentioned in the Codex. He's a bit mental, to say the least, but I thought it'd be cool to make a model based on like just some sort of unknown character. So he is going to be one of my more regularly used models when it comes to the army. He isn't going to be my only HQ though. Then I also have an Engine Seer. Now I do have my Engine Seer from my Imperial Guard army, which I can use side by side next to him, and I think because of the red, which are part of both colour schemes, he matches in quite well with both the, obviously with Mars if I had Mars, and with the Styges and Metallica, so he goes quite well with all of those, so I can use him with any of them. The red is shared across all three of the colours, all three of the armies here. But I also have another Tech Priest which I'm going to paint in the Metallica colours. Now I do have a few unopened things here. So we've got the Start Collecting Scutari, which comes with a squad of Rangers as well as a Dunecrawler. So the Rangers, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. I've got two 10-mans, or two 5-man Ranger squads at the moment, and then I've got two 10-man Vanguard squads. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might make another Ranger squad and then another like 5-man Vanguard squad or something. Now I also have the Triumvirate of the Imperium. Now obviously Belisarius Cole, he is Mars, so when I get around to making him, he's going to be Mars. I do have some servitors, some Cataphren servitors, and the Destroyers, I think they're called. So both of those, I'm going to paint them silver and red, so basically the same colours as Mars. Like I said earlier, the Tech Priest matches in with Metallica because he's red and there's red in the colour scheme, so I can use them with either. So I can just use them with Belisarius and the servitors on their own. I mean, we would like to do the Fall of Cadia at some point as a campaign, so I would like to just have him as he is. I mean, Belisarius is an awesome model, so I just want to put him on my shelf anyway. Saint Celestine, I'm going to make her as she is again. I want to use her in Fall of Cadia. Inquisitor Greyfax isn't as big of a character in that, so my plans for her is to actually combine her with the spare Tech Priest I've got to make like a female, a converted model. So it'll be something special. Hopefully it'll look really cool. I do have a couple other things. I've got an Iron Strider I've yet to make. And like I said, I've got the Cataphren Battle Servitors. I've got 3 with the Plasma Cannons at the moment, so I'm going to make another 3 with the Grav Cannons. Now, this Mechanicus army is really in 2 parts. You've got obviously the Scutari part. Now, my second part is a bit bigger, you could say. In the lore, Metallica, the Forge-Drilled, is near Ultramar, so it sort of ties in with my Ultramarines a bit. But they are closely allied with House Raven, which is a Knight house. I thought it'd be cool to have that sort of heavy support option for my Scutari be Knights instead. So instead of tanks like I have for Ultramarines and Cadians, they would have Knights. So starting off, we've got the 2 Armigers from the Forge Bane box set. They're partway painted, they're not far off being done. About halfway there. Fully magnetized, you can swap the arms around. I have kit bashed some autocannons for them, so instead of having to buy the Armiger Helverin box with the autocannons, I've decided to make my own, so I can swap them out with these. That's sort of like, I'd probably use those more than anything else in terms of like the heavy support, but I do have a few more Knights, so I've got 2 more Knights I haven't built, so they're going to be fully magnetized. You may have seen my last video with my Knight, my House Terran Knight, so he's going to be magnetized in the same way as him, but obviously they're going to be in the red of House Raven with the bright yellow and black like chevron hazard stripe sort of thing, which I think is just looks awesome, and I love how it ties in with my Metallica army. They closely work together, so it's turned out really well. So I've got 2 more Knights to build, and it was my birthday the other day, so I thought I'd treat myself. I also bought the Knight Castellan, which is just looks badass. That's all I can say for it, really. So I've got him as well to make. So I've got 2 Armigers, I've got 2 Knights, and I've got the Knight Castellan, the big boy. When I get my act together and finally maybe paint all this stuff in about 10 years, I will get another the normal Knight. I think it's the Knight Preceptor or something it's called. It's the newer one they brought out where you can make the character Canis Rex or something. But I'm gonna make that into my HQ Knight, my leader, the Princeps of this Knight house. So that's it for part 1 anyway of my Adeptus Mechanicus force. I hope you enjoyed this little look of what's to come. Obviously I've got a lot of work to do, but making these videos is going to be motivation towards getting stuff painted and made, and obviously we get to use them in games on the channel, and it's just going to be all round cool. So thanks for watching. As always, remember that the flesh is weak, but the machine is strong.